Hey guys, and welcome back to another Pet Simulator 99 video. In today's video we're going to go over a couple different ways that you guys might be able to get your first huge pet. And no, this is not clickbait, but it is going to take a lot of effort on your part if you want to get your first huge yourself, that is. So without further ado, let's get started. The first method I wanted to go by is actively hatching the huges that are active in your best egg. If you ever have any doubt of which huges are active, just look at the board right up here and it'll tell you the huges in rotation. As you can see, we have the Night Beagle, the Pug Thief, I'm not really sure what its name is, or the Pug Burglar, and the Zebra, which will be in the last available egg that you have unlocked. What you're going to want to do is just make sure you have enough coins or bars to last you for an extended period of time to hatch. I would recommend, if you can max out your coins, to do so and just AFK hatch here overnight. You never know, you might be able to wake up to a surprise in your inventory. And if not, just continue to try. You shouldn't give up just because you can't hatch them. As far as enchants for when you hatch, you're going to want to at least have one huge hunter book. If you can get two, I would suggest to use two. And you can either use the shiny and then fill up the rest with lucky eggs. The highest tier, the better. So if you have tier 7 of the enchant books, you might as well use them. They're a bit expensive in the plaza right now. But if you can get your hands on 6 and 5s, they work just as well. And make sure that you use potions. You don't have to use the best available that you have, but if you can use at least tier 4 or 5, I would recommend those. And as well, if you're actively in a clan, this is a great time to be hatching for these huges for the current clan competition. It'll help your clan a lot. So that's the first method. And if you don't have a huge hunter book, just make sure you go into your achievement. You'll be able to get one simply by opening eggs. And this is the total amount of eggs that you need to open, which is about roughly 1.1 million, and you'll get one for free. If you have alt accounts, I would suggest doing it on them as well, as you can just farm up the huge hunter eggs and they'll help you for any future grind and any future huge that you might be looking forward to getting from this game. The second method that I would recommend is if you have any old exclusive pets from Pet Simulator X, you can feel free to send them over and claim them from the box over here. Don't worry, they will still remain in Pet Simulator X, but you'll also have access to them over here as well. I have some in my inventory that I transferred over, and they've maintained a pretty significant value. As you can see, the Galaxy Pegasus is basically 6.5 million gems, and some of these are also worth a lot, in between the 1 and 4 million range. So if you have any extra that you don't currently use or don't really care about trading away, I would suggest bringing them over from Pet Simulator X. They could last you a lot of gems, and you could put those down to getting your first huge from the plaza, which is something we're going to go over in a little bit. Step number 3, or number 3 in general, of getting huges, I would recommend is if you have any money to spare, or if your parents can buy you any of the DLC merch, you can claim them over here, and you never know what you might get. A lot of the lower end stuff that you can get from like Five Below, which is about $5, you can redeem, and each of those bags has a percentage of giving you a huge. Granted, yes, you have to use real world money on, but you don't have to worry because you'll get an exclusive pet out of it, or you'll get a huge with a tiny percent chance out of it as well. That's the most non-cost effective method that I have, but it's another way that you can go about getting huge if you have any money to spare, and also one of the cheapest ways to get it, unless you want to spend $40 or $20 on the big chest that can guarantee you a huge. The next method that you can use for getting a huge is by just farming up farmables in the game. Not necessarily fruits, but if you can get your hands on a lot of enchantments, they'll help you out. The enchantments are costing a lot right now because everybody's going crazy for these lucky books. So as you can see here, the lucky egg 6 books are going a little bit over 3 million at the moment. And this is just the wrap value that the game provides. It's not necessarily the actual street value. For those, I would recommend that you still prioritize using cosmic values because their price listed here for value of pets is a lot more. What I would recommend that you spend on huges or just selling items that you have so you don't get ripped off, you don't get undercut or scammed by somebody else. Don't follow the actively listed values on a lot of these things because chances are you're not going to even probably find them for those values that are listed. But if you can farm a lot of these books, it'll come in very handy for making up gems to eventually go out over into the plaza and be able to buy a huge of your own. Another method that I would recommend using is if you have access to Twitter, there's a lot of people that always have Twitter giveaways. I'm going to recommend Sizzle's Jelly Queen here. She's always giving away a lot of pets. If you can give her a follow, it would be very appreciated. Let her know that Nightmare sent you. And she's always giving pets away. At the moment, I don't believe there's a giveaway, but as you can see here below, she's always got people who she's giving stuff to. These are the winners who won the Golden Huge Hell Rock giveaways earlier this week. So just be on the lookout. People like Sizzles, people like Night Fox are always giving out huges on Twitter. If you have access to Twitter, I would recommend that you follow your favorite YouTuber. Chances are they probably have a giveaway going. Just make sure that you watch out for scam accounts that are just trying to be them or impersonate them. It's a shame if you do get scammed, and that's why I would only recommend that you use Twitter at the moment. If you do use Discord, there are a couple of Discord channels that do provide giveaways. I know of a couple specifically, but I didn't want to mention them in this video because uh, I didn't get a chance to speak with them and ask for permission to promote their Discord channels in the video. But for next time, if I get the permissions to, I'll let you guys know which ones you can join for authentic giveaways. But just make sure that you don't click on any links that anybody sends you on Discord because chances are they're a phishing link and it's just going to give them access to your account and you're going to lose all the pets that you've earned and worked so hard for. And so with some of the methods that I mentioned, just keep an eye out that making sure that you hatch your own huge, it feels a lot better than asking for huge pets in general. So when you guys do hatch your own huge for the very first time, if it's your first time or if it's your second or third time, just keep that huge and make sure that you lock it because you want to prioritize keeping it safe. If you have that huge unlocked, chances are you can probably get scammed by somebody, and it's going to be a very hard feeling for you if you end up losing something like that you worked so hard to get. But I'm telling you guys, if you keep at it and you continue to grind and grind, you're gonna get a huge pet. Don't give up. And the grinds always take a while because it doesn't happen on the first or the second day. Doesn't mean it's never gonna happen. I'm telling you guys, if you guys continue to play this game and you enjoy it with your friends, continue to grind, you're gonna get rewarded. Don't give up because it's been such a few time or it's been a long time. Sometimes it's better to wait for things to come than to rush them. And now that we've explained those options, we're going to go over and check the plaza really quick just to see what some of the prices are, the listings for the huges. But as you can see, this Pro Plaza doesn't have anything for sale right now. But thankfully, they added the trading terminal, which we can use for any huge that we might want to get our hands on. So something relatively cheap that anybody who's watching this video can kind of try to make their first huge would be this huge happy rock right here. We're gonna go and teleport to the location that it's being sold. It looks like there's a lot of hell rocks for sale. So if you notice, sometimes people will disappear in front of their stalls like this. I wanted to give a shout out to the guys over at Big Games, especially David, who posted this earlier this morning. So to combat the scammers that have recently been coming out, they implemented this transparent mode for players near the booths. Thankfully, this is something massive for a lot of people who have been getting scammed recently, and I want you guys to keep this in mind going forward, that the guys from Big Games and the devs are listening to our pleads. So just if you guys have any issues with the game, please reach out to them. They're obviously listening, and we can't thank them enough for this because this is a huge relief to a lot of players. But as you can see, these are the prices on some of the huges in the plaza right now. It may seem like a lot, but if you continue to grind this game, I'm telling you, you can make at least this many gems in a week's worth of playing. If you sell pets that you grind for, if you sell enchants that you grind for, if you sell potions that you grind for, anything helps. All of it will build up over time, and you'll be able to get one of these huges in no time. And I just wanted to leave the video at that, make it nice and short. Thank you guys for all the support that I've reached lately. It's only been a month, but I promise that I'm going to continue making videos that I can to help each and every one of you out. If you have any ideas for content that you want me to make in the future, please let me know in the comment section below. And if you reach the end of this video, please shout yourself out in the comment section. Let me know. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'm sorry that I'm stumbling so much. It's just that it's unreal that I get to do this and I get to make content for all of you. It makes me happy. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next time for the next Pet Simulator 99 video. Have a good one, guys. I love you all. Happy New Year's if I didn't say it before, and we'll see you all next time.